The Broomfield Workforce Center is a place for people who are unemployed or underemployed to come and utilize services. So basically we will assist people as they're looking to increase their skill level. If they need help with resume building, workshops that include interview skills. Anyone can come and use our services. It's free to anyone who walks through our doors. If you need assistance with a computer as you're looking for work, if you want assistance with resume building or interview skills, you can come and speak to somebody in our resource room and they will assist you with that. We have fax machines, copy machines. It's not just for people who are unemployed, it's for people who are underemployed as well, or looking to transition into a different position. Our goal is self-sufficiency. We will work closely with you to make sure that you're getting the tools that you need to become more marketable in today's world.
I felt as if I didn't know what I was going to do. What am I going to do now that I was forced out of my last job? I'd worked there years. I'd planned on staying till I retired. The Workforce Center staff helped me to find what it is I could focus on. I had not only taken advantage of the classes, but the support of the workforce specialists. It wasn't like just going into the Workforce Center and just sitting at a computer. I had the support of those if I had questions or if I needed anything to do with the job search. They were there to help me. I had a wonderful counselor that was able to enroll me in some training that otherwise I would not have been aware of. When I did finally get an interview, everyone was genuinely happy for me. I really felt as if I had their support. I'm working now at the Jefferson County Public Health Department, and I love it. I couldn't have asked for a better job for me, suited for me. I just feel earning a paycheck. It's just tremendous feeling.
I've been out of country the last 4 years with Peace Corps in Tanzania, and that was right after college. So I never had an enter the workforce as an adult moment in my life yet. When I first got back last July, I just tried on my own, just going online and doing a million applications and thinking I knew what I needed to do, but wasn't getting any responses. 90% was just, into the void and never hearing back. So I just felt really lost. And so the Food Stamps and Employment First program really dragged me back and centered me and taught me, how to seek a job, because that really is a skill in itself. And they really helped give me kind of a center, besides being a center of resources, but centering my life around a program. And that's when I decided, I'm just gonna take control of this, and then found a lady doing a startup business that I decided to join. I think about 2 months ago, I signed an actual partnership agreement, and that was really kind of solidifying it. And that moment was really cool, and I definitely looked back to this place and those resources and thought back, I'm really grateful that this was here to get me from that coming back from Africa and having no idea to at least now I have something I'm pursuing.
Margaret and I had just gotten married and I got drafted. I served in Vietnam during 1967 and 68. And during the course of the years afterwards, we got some illnesses later on in life that we were not related in with our family.
When he was exposed to Agent Orange was the basis of a lot of these things.
That affected our work. We were financially hurting probably at the time quite a bit. It was just so tremendously hard on us. This last year that we finally met up with Tim. Without Tim having stepped in and showed us what we are, and he said, yes, you're eligible for this, you're eligible for that. We then applied for him, and we did see monetary value from that.
And when we started applying and we got all these benefits, it has changed our life.
At age 73, I finally don't have to work anymore, don't have to worry about a part-time job anymore. So the benefits of what he has done for us has just changed our life 100%.
We can now afford to be on our own. We can live a life without having to worry, and it's all because of Tim Hutchinson.
I was in the United States Army, helicopters, and I served in a medical unit, 45th Desk Off, which is aerial medevac. My Vietnam career, it ended when I was shot down in February of 1968. And I'm a 2-time Purple Heart recipient and honorable discharge veteran. It was frustrating to see people are hiring, and then once they found out you're a Vietnam vet, all of a sudden they're not hiring anymore. So therefore, going to the work center really helped me to filter through the runarounds of wasting gas, going here and there. But the workforce center really helped as far as lining up interviews and things like that. I got into the retail through that and worked my way all the way up from retail all the way to management. And from there, I used my management skills to advance in the retail position with the grocery industry. I went on to finish my associate degree and stuff of that nature. And basically, it was just, they did a lot.
About a year and a half ago, I was looking at an advanced EMT program, but they were ineligible for grants or even student loans. So it'd either have to be out of pocket, or there was one grant that qualified for it, and that was the WIOA grant through the workforce. And there were a handful of classes that were a requirement, and with those classes I actually ended up learning quite a bit. And a big thing that I come and utilize here is the computers for my resume. From there, actually, Courtney, her and I got together and we kind of took my resume as it was and completely revamped it. And since then, I have never felt so confident about my resume, and I thought I had a good one before. From there on, with the schooling, there was a budget that was allocated for me for the grant, which paid for tuition, paid for books. I even had uniforms that I had to wear. And from there was a little bit left over, and between that and the workforce itself, they've paid for a continuing education at Children's Hospital last November. I am now Firefighter 1, Hazmat Ops certified. So now I'm actually eligible to apply for all of the fire departments in the Denver metro area.
We wasn't really sure how to get jobs to start off. It was our first job, you know, so our grandmother actually went down to the Workforce Center and said, hey, we need a little help. We took advantage of the free funding that Workforce provides with us. It's provided from the state to us, which is very handy. Before, with that Workforce, we kind of felt getting into our first job, we were like, you know, do we just go there to the place, ask for, you know, application, or what do we do with like not so handy online? And so basically before it was a little bit of a struggle, and then afterwards, you know, we felt way more professional. I'm working at King Supers. It feels really nice to have a stable job. I actually did a smooth transition out of King's, and I'm currently working at, or going to be working at Blitz. I have my first day of training coming up. The Workforce actually has so many connections to other places and their own connections to like places that they know that they've been like talking to for years, and so they actually can help you find a job faster than you can probably find a job. It's really nice.
I was incarcerated for over 33 years. It was pretty daunting. You know, I mean, I had no contemporary marketable job skills. The workforce provided a lot of essential foundation, from filling out resumes to the interviews. The workforce people provided a lot of tools. Currently, I've been working at Broomfield Goodwill. I tell you what, I couldn't be more pleased with my situation. It has provided me with income, the opportunity to advance. I see it as doors opening down the road that I can't even envision.
I got laid off last year, and I went to a reunion for other people who had gotten laid off. And one of the guys there said, you gotta go into the Workforce Center. They've got all kinds of training, they've got everything you need. I thought that I couldn't come in until after my severance ran out. I found out that's not true, and I've been telling all of my friends who have been laid off that go in before your severance runs out because they have all kinds of services. And I came in and I was really impressed with the classes. I came in and I had no idea what to do with my resume, for example, because I had been working for the same company for 18 years. I hadn't had to have a new resume. I had no idea what to do with it. And so I brought it in here and took the class, and one of the ladies here reviewed it and revamped it. And now I feel really confident about sending out my resume. It feels wonderful to be taking classes and being able to learn new things, because I'm really looking forward to starting the next chapter of my life.
One of the reasons that we do the jobs that we do is because we do get to be a part of that success. And then you come back and tell us those success when we know that because your resume is different than it was when you first came in, and you're able to get that job that you've been waiting for. That means everything to us. That's why we do this job. For more information, please go to our website, www.broomfieldworkforcecenter.org.